Busy, busy, busy. It's midsummer. Who's looking for help out there? I want to share some of the things we're doing to cultivate our culture and find new help. We are so busy. Each one of these additional help helps us not only build revenue for the business, but it puts profit on our bottom line. So let me share some things with you right now. July 2018. They just came out this week that we have hit a 44-year low of unemployment. So in my mind, anybody looking for a job has a job. There'll always be someone unemployed because, as you and I know, not everybody wants to work. And if they can have a choice of pressing a button someplace and making $15 an hour, why do they want to start off in the painting trades, sweating and moving things around? So we have to look and we have to make our company the company people want to go to. And what does that mean? Is changing culture. So the culture right now is we want to change things, and we want someone in the paint store, because that's where the painters are right now. The painters are going to paint stores. The painters are actually busy right now. There's no great painter sitting at home for the last 2 months saying, maybe I'll answer this Indeed ad. Indeed works, Craigslist works, referrals works. We do this all the time. But in a busy, busy situation, we want to win over those painters who maybe aren't happy where they're currently working. So let me share some things with you that we've tried that seem to work for us. So they're proven to a point. Also, and why we're doing this. Now, we don't only want a painter that can work for us for the rest of the summer. Unless you're hiring college people, if you're going to put the time into it, you want a return on investment. You want an ROI on that painter. And you want to make him part of the team. So he feels like we're going to make him feel like he's loved. But we're also going to give him an opportunity to grow, and we're going to build our company at the same time. So offer benefits. We're going to get to the benefits that we meant. I'm not talking health care. A lot of us can't afford that. We're not talking dental and eye or anything like that. I'm going to share some benefits we use at our company that not everybody participates in, but a lot of them do. So let's go from there. So we also want to share the vision of your company with potential employees. And so we want to let them know what we stand for, what we're looking to do, and where we see our company going. And also you want to also share this with the employees you have, so we're all going for the same goal. And we want to encourage their goals. So for our current employees, if someone says, I want to go to school and become an architect, that's great. How can I help? You don't want to shun that person because he's a great employee right now. Great employees know great employees. They hang around with great employees. You are about what your 5 best friends are. The 5 people you hang around, you're a mirror of them. So great employees work with other great people. They hang around with great people. So we want to encourage their dreams. And I'll show you how we encourage some of the dreams in a second. So let's go over a couple quick numbers up here in green. Industry standards, industry talk, each employee is worth about $100,000 a year. This is a veteran painter who can produce. So it breaks down to about $2,000 a week, $400 a day. And these are just roundabout numbers, more for some, less for some, but let's go for that. So it's $2,000 a year. If your net profit is 15%, at the end of the year, you look at your business, and I hope you're looking at your business numbers. If not, we can talk about that in another video. But as a net profit on one of these employees is 15%. I know companies in the 20s and 30s for net profit. So, let's go here for now. Especially the small companies, they can really control their expenses. So let's go with a net profit of 15%. So that employee is worth $15,000 in your pocket after said and done. That's their pay, all the overhead and things like that. So if that employee's generating roughly $100,000 a year, that's $15,000 in profit. What does it cost you, and what kind of aggravation and time does it cost to find a new employee, especially one that produces and he's nice and fun to be with? So let's look at a couple things benefits that we offer now. We started doing this a few months ago. They seem to be working. Aflac. We all heard it, that little duck that goes around. We pay you when you hurt, or whatever their logo is, or their catchphrase is. So what we did is we brought Aflac in to a company meeting. And we had the Aflac rep there. We went through the whole thing with disability insurance, and I already had in my back of my head, because I've talked to the Aflac guy a few times prior, that not all my painters would jump on to want to pay $7, $8, $9, $10 a week on a policy that if they get hurt, it's got to pay them. Because some of those painters, no matter who they are, they want to borrow $20 on a Tuesday or a Monday morning, or they're working week to week in some of these cases. So spending an extra $10 a week is not something they want to do. And with Aflac, they'll write the policy if 3 people want to join. So what I looked at is I looked at the entire company, how many men I have. I just happen to have all men. So if any women out there who want it on a job, I would love to talk to you. So it's roughly $10 a week. So it's costing me, it's not costing me, I have more employees, but if you have 5 employees, it's costing you $50 a week. Could be a little less. Some of the policies are a little less, depending what you're using for. So we have 5 employees. If you had 5, they're going to cost you $50 a week. So if you're charged $50 an hour, and I took a round number that seems to be popular in across the United States, some are much more and some are a little less, but say $50. So 1 hour of work that week pays for all of your employees' Aflac. So no one's going to think it's a big deal until the first person gets hurt, on work or off work. And as I was talking to Aflac rep, he had a person cut themselves. Workman's comp actually covered the cost of the employee, but because he had an Aflac policy, the employee got $850 on top of that. So that goes to show you that it's a benefit for the employee. First person who gets hurt, hopefully you'll never have to use it, but it pays for itself. And that's something, after they hear the spiel from the Aflac, and then I stepped in and said, guys, I realize this is an expense you weren't counting on. I know it's important, and I'm going to cover this as long as you work for me. So if they actually leave your company, they get offered the same thing from Aflac. They will contact them, but they're not going to carry it anyways. So also, school. I have a guy going to school nights. It was 1 night a week for forever, I guess, because he's trying to get his degree. So what I did is I offered that anybody's going to school, I will pay for their books. It's cost me $150 for the quarter. So what does that mean? That breaks down to 1 hour a month of work. If we're charging $50 an hour, 1 hour a month is earmarked for one person is earmarked for his books. Well, you know what? You start adding these on top. Not that it's a lot of money, but this is the reasons for people to stay with your company. When he's talking to his buddy who's another painter, and he says, "Oh yeah, my boss pays for my books." But you're going to school for an architect. Yeah, but my boss is still paying for my books. Good things happen to good people. Be that good person. Also, clothing allowance. Some of us do it, some of us don't. We give a $25 a month clothing allowance. I want my guys to work in nice painter's whites, nice painter's shorts. I provide the shirts, and they do not have an excuse not to look good. So make them look good. You will look good because you are going to be part of them. They are a reflection of your company, and when someone sees a professional-looking company, your rates go up. Okay, so what else we have? We also have gas cards. We do a quarterly bonus. I do not do the gas card because my guys have gas debit cards. But another way to do it is if you make a company goal for a dollar amount to hit every month, or hours worked every month, and that happens, you could reward them all with a $25 gas card or whatever you want for a gas card. But they have something to strive for. Let them get that gas card for a couple of months, and then the third month they didn't get it because they didn't hit goal. They're going to try a little extra to hit that goal because they want it. Maybe make it a $50 gas card, whatever it may be. Also, half day off for birthdays. We started this a while back. We don't give them the whole day off. We just give them a half day. So at noontime they're able to go and do what they want, and they get paid for the day. Not record breaking. They've already made the money for me in the morning. They've already came out fresh. They're excited. They have the day off. They pound out their work. They do a great job. They go off on their way. You know something? You start adding some of these things up, and it's not going to break the bank. It's maybe jump into that 15% net profit you have. Maybe it costs you $500 an employee a year to keep that employee. Start thinking of what does an employee cost to keep. Never mind adding an employee who's going to generate $100,000 a year because they hear great things about your company. So anyways, labor market is tight. Like I said, it's at a 44-year low for unemployment. That meaning that if someone wants to work, they're already working. You have to be the company that when they see at the paint store, they hear about it on the streets, they want to work for you. Because if you're paying someone X number of dollars and someone's paying them X number of dollars, it doesn't really matter where they work. But if you're doing X number of dollars and this guy's still $1 more, but you're offering all these benefits and it's a fun place to work, they're going to want to work for you. So anyways, that's what we're doing because of this low labor percentage out there. We want to keep our employees. We want to be the magnet for great employees. And I hope something you can pull out of this. Once again, I'm Ron Ramsden. I'm a DYB coach, also painting contractor here in Massachusetts. If you'd like to chat, please find me at ron@dybcoach.com. Find me on Facebook. Send me a message. Maybe we can pick up the phone or we can just chat on Messenger. Anyways, happy painting. Be the company that people want to work for. Have a great day.